The United States has firmly supported Israel in its conflict with Hamas, sending the country guided missile carriers, F-35 fighters, and other military equipment to aid its closest ally in the Middle East. Israel's military dominance in the region is a central pillar of U.S. Middle East policy, upheld through American funding and the steady growth of Israel's military capabilities. The Israeli military receives significant funding to maintain its forces. This guide will provide key information about its structure, capabilities, and financing. Israel maintains an extensive military structure. As per the International Institute for Strategic Studies, or the IISS Military Balance 2023 report, Israel has 169,500 active military personnel across its Army, Navy, and paramilitary units. Additionally, it has 465,000 reserve forces and 8,000 members in its paramilitary units. Citizens aged 18 and above are required to serve in the military. Upon enlistment, men are obliged to serve for 32 months, while women are expected to serve for 24 months. Israel boasts one of the most well-equipped and formidable militaries in the world, with its robust arsenal and defense capabilities largely supported by generous U.S. aid, totaling $3.8 billion annually. When it comes to land power, Israel wields an intimidating force of over 2,200 tanks, providing its ground troops with heavy firepower and armored protection during combat operations. It also has an array of 530 artillery pieces at its disposal, ranging from self-propelled and towed howitzers to multiple launch rocket systems that can bombard targets from afar. In the air domain, Israel's Air Force contains around 339 combat-ready aircraft, most notably consisting of 309 fighter jets and ground attack aircraft like the F-16 and F-15, giving it control over the skies and ability to gain air superiority over adversaries. Israel is also one of the few nations with fifth-generation stealth F-35 fighters, with 30 in its current fleet. For helicopter forces, Israel has 142 rotary-wing aircraft, including 43 Apache gunships, which offer close air support to ground units. Also, Israel's naval capabilities rest on its fleet of 5 submarines that can undertake covert operations at sea, as well as 49 patrol boats and coastal combatants suited for guarding its shores. Also, Israel has an Iron Dome system, a portable air defense system engineered to detect and eliminate short-range rockets utilizing radar technology. It was created in 2006 in response to the conflict with Hezbollah, during which Israel faced a barrage of rockets launched into its territory. Beginning its operations in 2011, the Iron Dome was developed in collaboration with the United States, which provides components for the system. This includes allocating over $1.5 billion in missile defense support for Israel in 2022. According to the IISS, Israel's Iron Dome system intercepted over 90% of rockets launched by Hamas and other Palestinian organizations in 2021. The same equipment also intercepted Iranian missiles during their April 13th strike. According to the IISS, Israel is also thought to possess nuclear capabilities, with Jericho missiles and aircraft reportedly capable of carrying nuclear warheads. In all, Israel's multifaceted military arsenal and capabilities, extensively furnished by the U.S., make it a dominant power in the Middle East and a crucial ally for maintaining regional security. How much does Israel spend on its military? According to the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute, or SAPRI, a research institute specializing in conflict and armaments, Israel allocated $23.4 billion to its military in 2022. Over the period spanning from 2018 to 2022, this equates to an average of $2,535 per person, positioning Israel as the world's second highest spender on military expenditure per capita, following Qatar. In 2022, Israel allocated 4.5% of its gross domestic product to military expenditures, ranking it as the 10th highest percentage globally. Israel's high level of military spending per capita between 2018 and 2022 highlights the country's strong focus on national security and defense capabilities. With an average of $2,535 spent per person, Israel ranked as the second highest military spender per capita in the world during this period, just behind Qatar. This expenditure reflects Israel's need to maintain a powerful military and advanced defense technologies due to its location in the tumultuous Middle East region and ongoing tensions with neighbors. The spending priority indicates that Israel views robust military strength as crucial for deterring potential attacks, responding to immediate threats, and protecting its citizens. The substantial investment allows Israel to field cutting-edge weaponry, implement rigorous training programs, retain a large standing army through mandatory conscription, and stay prepared for potential conflicts. While some critics argue Israel overspends on defense, supporters contend the high military budget is prudent given the myriad of security risks the small country faces. Either way, the high per capita military spending demonstrates that Israel is willing to devote considerable resources to Project Hard Power, safeguard its borders, enhance its regional influence, and ensure it has a qualitative military edge over potential adversaries. Which countries buy the most Israeli weapons? In the past, Israel has imported significantly more weapons than it has exported. However, over the past decade, exports have consistently surpassed imports, as indicated by SIPRI data. From 2018 to 2022, a minimum of 35 nations purchased weapons from Israel, amounting to $3.2 billion. Approximately $1.2 billion, or one-third of Israel's military exports, went to India during this period. The relationship between Israel and India has flourished since Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi assumed office in 2014. Azerbaijan emerged as the second-largest purchaser of Israeli weapons, spending $295 million, trailed by the Philippines at $275 million, the U.S. at $217 million, and Vietnam at $180 million. Between 2018 and 2022, Israel imported weapons amounting to $2.7 billion exclusively from two nations, the United States and Germany. Over 75% of Israel's military imports, totaling $2.1 billion, originated from the United States, with the remaining $546 million sourced from Germany. The militaries of the U.S. and Israel collaborate closely through joint exercises, technology development programs, and defense projects. Israel stands as the primary beneficiary of U.S. military aid. How much military aid has Israel received from the U.S.? Since the end of World War II, the United States has provided hundreds of billions of dollars in foreign aid to countries around the world. The top 10 recipients of this aid between 1946 and 2023 paint a fascinating picture of America's shifting global priorities and relationships over the past 8 decades. Leading the list is Israel, which has received a staggering $263.6 billion from its close ally. This massive amount reflects the U.S. commitment to Israel's security and development that began after the country's founding in 1948. Next is Egypt, recipient of $151.9 billion, largely due to its key role in Mideast peace and stability, as well as the U.S. desire to maintain influence in the region. Further down the list are countries like Afghanistan, Vietnam, and Iraq, which received bursts of aid during America's wars and nation-building efforts there. The presence of stalwart allies like South Korea, the UK, and France in the top 10 demonstrates the value the U.S. has placed on maintaining strong ties with major democratic powers. U.S. lawmakers have long regarded Israel as an ally crucial for safeguarding U.S. strategic interests in the Middle East. The U.S. Congressional Research Service highlights several reasons for continued military assistance to Israel, including shared strategic interests, strong domestic support for Israel within the U.S., and a mutual dedication to democratic principles. In 2023, U.S. military aid to Israel exceeded $3.8 billion, constituting a portion of the landmark $38 billion agreement over a decade, initiated under former U.S. President Barack Obama in 2016. From 1946 to 2023, the United States has provided Israel with a cumulative sum of $124 billion in military and defense assistance. Out of the $3.8 billion in military assistance given to Israel this year, $500 million has been allocated for Israel's missile defense systems. Thank you for watching. In light of recent developments, Luxury Queens is shifting its focus from its typical content to delve into the size of Israel's military and the extent of its funding from the United States. If you found this content informative, be sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and ring the bell for future updates. Your support means the world to us, and we look forward to sharing more captivating content with you in our next videos. Until next time, stay curious.
Exploring the pinnacle of luxury with Luxury Queen.